Hi guys. All right, Unit 8, Lesson 5, Slope in Real World Problems. So remember, we know slope now as multiple things. We know it as slope, we know it as rate of change, and then in general terms, it's how steep a line is, right? It's like we're thinking about those mountains, right? So, and then to find the rate of change or the slope, we're still going to use rise over run or the vertical change or over the horizontal change. So really it's the difference between your y values and the difference between your x values. The first example that we're going to go over today is number 2 from your practice. I chose this one because, in my opinion, I thought it was pretty difficult. So I thought it would be a good one for us to look at. So with that being said, let's go ahead and read it. Well, first we've got this picture. These are springs, just so you know. I know they're not the best drawings in the world. The ones in your lesson look better. This one has no weights on it. This one is 12 inches long and it has a 2-pound weight, and this is 18 inches long with a 5-pound weight. And so we're looking for this right here, is how long is it when there's no weights attached. So it reads, a spring has a length of 12 inches when a 2-pound weight is attached, and a length of 18 inches when there's a 5-pound weight attached. Use rate of change to find the length when when no weight is attached. Excuse me, my handwriting is a little bad right there. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to figure out, well, what is like our y value and what is our x value? So we could graph this information, or we could give the information ordered pairs, okay? So we could say, let's see, I'm going to consider the length as my y value in each of these ordered pairs, and the weights are going to be my x, okay? Let's see, so this one should be 2, and this one should be 5, okay? So it's a 2-pound weight, 12 inches, 5-pound weight, 18 inches. So the first thing we want to do is we want to figure out, well, what is the rate of change? Okay, so finding our slope. So to do that, we're going to do the change in our y values over the change in our x values. Okay, so let's see, 18 minus 12 is 6. 5 minus 2 is 3, which reduces to 2. So our rate of change is 2, okay? That's our slope. And now using that information, we can plug we can choose one of these points and our slope into the y-intercept form. We've already practiced this. Let's see, so 2 is my slope. I'm just going to choose, I don't know, I'll choose this first one here. My x value is 2. My y value is 12. And then we will go ahead and solve from there. So let's see, we've got 12 equals, and then 2 times 2 is 4, plus b. Okay, well, to solve, we'll subtract 4 from both sides. 12 minus 4 is 8. 4 minus 4 is 0, so we're just left with b. And that's what this is. That's our starting point. Remember, your starting point, that's when like x is 0, right? So in this case, x being our amount of weight, okay? And so in this case, it would be 8, we can assume inches, all right? So I hope that helps. I felt like it was pretty abstract to get from these to all of this, so hopefully that helps it make more sense. All right, with this next one, number 4 on your practice, a graph of the cost of gas purchased, it's a little blurry, depending on the number of gallons pumped, has the points 4, 15, and 8.30. What is the rate of change in the cost of gas as each gallon is pumped? Well, remember, rate of change is our slope. So we're just finding the difference. Let's see, we've got the points 4, 15, and 8.30. We're finding the difference between our y values. So let's see, we could say 30 minus 15 over our x values, 8 minus 4. 30 minus 15 is 15. 8 minus 4 is 4. Excuse me. And so, let's see here. So with that, it looks like, let's see, we're the rate of change in the cost of the gas, right? So cost meaning money. So we don't want to leave this like a fraction because that's not how we look at money, right? We look at it in terms of decimals. So in order to solve, we would want to do 15 divided by 4, which gives us $3.75. Okay, that's how much each gallon costs. With number 3, this is number 2 from your quick check. It says there is a startup fee in the first month, and I didn't write the whole thing down. Let me read it from the actual lesson. The table below shows the cost for a gym membership at the local fitness center with an initial startup fee charged in the first month. Find the slope or monthly cost. So the monthly, the cost after that first month, okay? Really what we're doing is we're finding the difference between these values and are they consistent, okay? So 99 minus 74 gives us 25. If we test the next one, 124 minus 99, right, the difference from one month to the next, is also 25. And then, believe it or not, that says 149. That's a terrible 9 up here. Minus 124 is also 25. So the monthly cost would be $25. The only reason that first one is so high is because there was a startup fee. I hope this helps give some perspective on these problems and this concept. And as always, if you need extra support, just let me know. Have a great day.